Hi, I'm David Madawo with Urban Zoo, and I'm here with Rue for an exclusive interview on Ego Magazine. So it's really good to have you.
I'm excited to be here.
You're a singer-songwriter, is that correct?
Yeah.
How long have you been writing and singing your own music?
I've been writing since I was 11 years old and singing since I was 4. Yeah.
So, like, was
been a
that
while.
through, did you go to a special school, church, like?
No. So at 4, one day my mom was talking to my neighbor and she was like, "Did you know your daughter can sing? She's been singing Alicia Keys all day and stuff." And I'm like surprised that she knows all the lyrics and stuff. But
So, speaking of Alicia Keys, what's your favorite Alicia Keys song?
if I ain't got you.
Okay, that's fair, so I can see.
Yeah, OG.
So, like, your genre of music would be blues, R&B.
Yeah, like neo soul, a little bit of indie sometimes.
So I also saw on your Instagram you were part of a Western Canada thing for female singer-songwriters. Can you explain what that is,
Yeah,
actually?
so that was with CBC Music, and that was with their, oh my gosh, I'm totally blanking out on what the competition was called. Searchlight Competition.
Searchlight, okay.
Yeah, so it's every year they do like a songwriting competition, and that was back in January, and in February I was contacted by one of the producers that told me like, hey, like your song is like super dope, like a bunch of our producers and stuff have been listening to it, and we want to feature you as one of our top 10 so far artists in Canada.
That's awesome.
So yeah, that was like pretty awesome. I was super excited about that.
What song was it?
A Good Ride.
A Good Ride, yeah. That one's on Spotify, I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah, I've been listening to that. That's another thing I wanted to talk to you about is your social media presence. Because, yeah, while I was trying to, like, research you to do this, I'm like, this girl has, like, one song. I see
I
all your
know.
performances,
Yeah.
but I'm like, I just saw that one song, but, like, even then, seeing all your performances, you, like, stack up, like, a ton of, like, live
Yeah,
shows. And, like,
definitely.
how did you get to that point?
Oh my gosh.
And how hard was that?
It was definitely a super long transition that I took. So in like high school and stuff, I would do like 1 or 2 shows like a year, and that was it. And then it wasn't until university at the U of A that I started doing their substage sessions and stuff. I started getting into Zion performances, if you've ever heard of them. And yeah, just like back to back, like people would like recommend me and stuff. And I did like a whole like year of just like a bunch of like free shows and stuff until like I finally got booked and stuff, which is pretty awesome. I've been super excited about that.
And you do this all by yourself, or you got a agent label?
Oh man, I try to have my mom as my momager.
Yeah.
But mostly by myself, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, seeing the amount of stories, amount of shows you're doing all the time,
Yeah.
I'm like, this girl is working.
Yeah, I turned to like doing like 2 a week sometimes. I have 2 this week at the end of the week.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where are they at, if you don't mind me asking?
So I'm doing private shows, like private backyard shows now with a company, and yeah, that's been super fun. Doing like birthday parties and stuff.
That's nice, yeah.
Kind of fun.
So, like, are they mostly private shows since COVID is happening, or you're just
Yeah.
getting privately booked?
Yeah, they're mostly private shows for COVID. I'm like behind like this plastic screen the whole
Oh,
time.
what is that like, performing with
man.
that going on?
Pretty fun. One of the first shows that I did, it was kind of awkward because like the angle was just like super weird and like they couldn't really see me, but
Yeah.
it worked out in the end.
When someone says that you're a songwriter, what does that mean? And on top of that, what is your process?
What's my process? I definitely write about everything. Like for some reason for me, writing something down and like putting like a backtrack to it makes like whatever I'm going through make a lot of sense. So like anything that happens to me, I write a song about it. I remember one time I was going through a breakup and they're like, "Are you gonna write about this?" I was like,
Yes.
"Sure am."
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been pretty different over the years.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I really have like a process. Sometimes I'll like be on the bus and I'll like pull out my like phone and record that, or like I'll like have like a melody in my head and then I'll write that down, or like I'll literally be like dreaming about something and I'm like, okay, I have to write that down.
And is it like a very like recluse like process, or do you go to your friends or your momager, I guess?
I guess when I'm done writing the song, or like if I'm in the process of it, I'll like run to my sister's room and be like, listen to this or something. But yeah, it just comes sporadically, not at any certain time. Like the other day I was watching like The Bachelor with my sister, and it was like at 12 a.m. and I got up and left. She's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I need to go write a song." Like it just got in my head. So yeah, it's just all over the place sometimes.
Speaking of performing at U of A, you go to U of A, I'm correct, right? And who'd you say you would perform some of the shows for?
Substage.
Okay, can you tell us a bit about that? How many shows have you done with them?
Ooh, I think 4 shows. So yeah, I do them in sub in the afternoon, which would sometimes be awkward. I had one during exam week one time.
What?
Everybody's trying to study, and I'm like, hope y'all don't mind. Like, I'm gonna sing some sad songs for you. But it went pretty well.
Yeah, and do you get interesting people that will come to you after that you never expected in school to like even like care?
Yeah, like I think one of the last ones that I did, this guy like left a note like on the speaker while I was performing, and he's like, "Keep going, sister," and I was like, that's like the sweetest thing ever. Like whenever I get like little notes like that, it like makes my entire day.
Do you collaborate much in your work, or you're a lone wolf type of person?
I think I'm a lone wolf, but I really do want to collaborate more with a lot of people.
Who would you collaborate with?
Oh, my friend Victor. I have 3 friends named Victor. I would want to collaborate with all of them. Who else? Noel.
What does Rue look like right before she goes on stage?
I definitely have to meditate the day of so that I like calm my nerves. A lot of like deep breathing practices. It depends on the day and like what the performance is for. I remember one time for like a talent show in high school, I was with a friend and I was wearing high heels. That's the last time I ever wore high heels
while performing. Yeah.
But like my leg was shaking, and my friend was like, "Do you need to sit down?" And I was like, "No, I'm fine. Like my leg shakes all the time. Like it's okay." And it's like, "No, you need to sit down." And I was like, "Gotcha."
You're right.
Yeah, no, it's usually pretty chill. I'd say, yeah, just chill all the time.
Like, is there certain people you're trying to like, get to tune in and hear what you're saying?
Say just anyone. You never like know what to expect or who's gonna connect with your music and stuff. But yeah, I've gotten like a huge like wide range of like people coming to me after my shows, like from like really young people to like super old people that like connect with certain lyrics.
So first show, worst show, and best show.
First show was definitely in church. I had a solo.
Oh.
I loved it. I think it was for like a Christmas concert. But yeah, worst show was one of my substage performances. I'd say the one that I had during reading week. I could not hear myself, and any performance that like I can't hear myself, I just like talk really negatively about myself, and like I'm already like super picky, so like I know that like my sister and my mom always say like, "No, that sounded so good." I'm like, "Great, thank you, but you're supposed to say that." And I heard everything, but thank you. And then best show would be, I'm deciding between 2, but I had one back in November at MKT.
Let's say Rue right before her first show. What would you tell her?
Keep writing. Don't be nervous. People are gonna like you.
It's gonna work out.
Yeah, it's gonna work out.
What is the legacy that you want to leave here as Rue?
Ooh, in Edmonton? I guess just as someone who decided to put their mind and heart to something that they're really passionate about.
Okay, well, that's all the time we have for today. This is Rue. Make sure you check out her music. A Good Ride is still on Spotify, and she definitely has more stuff coming out. This has been an exclusive interview with Ego Magazine. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Sweet.
Cut.